They start on the ground here at Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Now it's Peterson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Now Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified some.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taking it. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And this one too low.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the move to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action with Wilson. Complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Running right, here's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a deep ball. Down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 23 yards, the final tally. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Wentz. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong, down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watch the game.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He completes it to Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to...
He's got a man complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Lions 27, Commanders 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Wilson will throw again.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Wilson out to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 31, Lions 27.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. Play action. Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 27 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Another run here with Sanders. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
74.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wentz. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
With self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot for Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.